Hello, welcome to episode 13, Wednesday today, where I'm about to start a jam session. I've been hustling my ass off for the last few days. Went to Ohio, Kansas, Missouri, where else did I go? New York, went to Tennessee, Georgia, and I went back to Florida, all in 2 days. And doing deals at the same time. We had a closing yesterday. Congratulations to Nick again, Ralph and Rod for doing that deal. Just killer deal there. 140 units in Birmingham, and I'm about to start the jam session. So enjoy the jam session. I've been up to my ass in alligators all day. I got a late start. Got up at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I slept in, and been just playing ball, buried in my emails, trying to catch up to a whole bunch of deals that are counting on me to for guidance. How these students are sending me these things, and how do we do this and how we do that. Absolutely love it, but it's taxing, but I really enjoy it. It's something I really like. So stay tuned for the jam session. You're going to get a lot of information on that. All right, see you soon.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Jam Session, where you get to ask me a series of difficult questions, and I do my best to answer them. Or we go through whatever deals you're working through, so others can learn from your mistakes or learn from your wins, and help you get to the next level. Today's been a catch-up day for me. Got in late last night, 3 o'clock in the morning, from a 6-state journey, doing a whole bunch of deals with a whole bunch of different students, and just playing catch up today on my emails, and almost caught up. I got many of you that are waiting for me on certain key things. Marie's one of them. I know there's a hotel contract that she's excited about, and I need to get to it, and it's something that I am working on. So Marie's, I know I'm aware of what's going on. All right, so I know that most of you have done this before. So what I'd like you to do is obviously put in the word Q if you have a question. If you have no questions, this will be a very short call. If you have a long question, this will be the longest the longest Q&A session ever, which is A-OK with me. And then we can take it from there. So let's just see who's on the call. I know Shams is already into the queue with a question. Who else is here? We have John, good to see you. And Nick, always good to see you. Carrie as well. Chris, Cliff, Cyril, Daniela, nice to see you as well. Mr. Zoo, always good to see you. Eric, good to see you as well. Julia, Kestas, hope you're well from the UK. Kim is here. Julie's here. Malik's here. Michael, a whole bunch of you. Wow, we've got lots and lots of people now. Good to see all of you. All right, so let's get cooking. We've got some cool questions, hopefully on the queue here. Let's start with Shams, who's our first customer of the day. And the more questions you ask, the better it is. Shams, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Marco, the offer we put in for a property which was netting 100K for 600, they came back counter offer at 640. How should I respond back to it?
They came back at 640, and we offered 600.
Yes.
All right. What do you think we should do?
You tell me, you're the guru.
Well, I need you to think. I need you to try to work this out. So we offered 6, they went 640. What's our next move?
Go 5,000 more?
Yeah, I would do 607, something just slightly higher. And they were at how much? Well, let's start. Where did they come from? They came from where? From what to 640?
They originally had listed it at 775, but they dropped it last week at 749.
So they went down.
And from there, they dropped it to 640.
Gotcha. So a good 100K drop.
They said because as the cash offer, that's why they want to work with us.
Yeah, 607.
Okay.
Slightly higher.
Okay. The other hotel we put an offer in for 2.6 million.
Yep.
And they said they wanted 3. They rejected the offer.
All right. Did they counter?
No reason, nothing. They said they're not willing to work on that price.
What's the NOI?
467.
Where's my calculator?
Based on their calculations, it was for based on their tax returns, it was for 67.
467,
So that was all based on their tax returns.
which is 15.5%. All right. I would ask them for a counter.
Okay.
Just say, well,
Okay. I
where
can do
are,
that.
I don't want to. I don't want to negotiate against myself and just go 100,000 more, 100,000 more, 100,000 more, 10,000 more, 10,000 more. I need something to work with. If they're just saying no, that's not good enough for me. I want to. My response would be, give me something to work with. Give me something, right? Not just no.
They were asking for 3.6, and they basically were ready to work around 3. That's the only issue is.
So just tell them that we need to have a 2 in front of it. So what's the counter with a 2 in front of it?
Got it. Okay. One last one. I sent you a contract right now. It's for the 2 LFs I'm working on. We offered them 1 million, they accepted it. They basically came down from 1,600,000 to 1 million, but I just don't know how much to inflate it for.
How much to what for?
Inflate the price for. Remember, usually we inflate the price.
No more than 15% for closing costs.
15%. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's all we're doing, right? 15%. Okay. That's all I wanted to confirm.
The rule of thumb is 15%. The rule of thumb is 15% to cover closing cost, and lender just put to cover lender fees and closing costs. There'll be a 15% credit to cover those things. The lender will be okay with it.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, very good. All right, that was Shams. We got Kim is next, who has a closing tomorrow. Julia. No, sorry, that's not the right Kim. Sorry. There's Julia Kim and Kim Young. Sorry, wrong one. I'm losing my mind. Here we go. Julia! No, I just did the same thing too. What's wrong with me? Kim. I'm literally losing my mind. That is hilarious. Julia. I mean, Kim.
No, it's Kim.
Oh, my goodness.
Good, thank you. You're overwork, I guess.
Wow.
I have something, a 6 unit. Is that considered commercial?
Anything over 4 units is considered commercial. 4 units could also be commercial. 4 units is the crossover. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it's one or the other.
The income is claimed to be 47,000, and the NOI is claimed to be 19,000.
Okay.
And the price is 160. What can I offer?
What are the comps?
I haven't checked it out yet.
4 unit comps. Okay, so I'm going to ask all of you a question. So if you're dealing with a 4 unit, which can be a single family, which can be considered residential.
It's a 6 unit.
Oh, it's a 6 unit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a 4 unit. Sorry. If it's a 6 unit, it's based on income. How much should you offer? You should offer low enough for them to say no, and for them not to be so butthurt that they never want to talk to you again.
Okay, I'll talk to him again. Yeah.
So here's the thing: is if someone says make me an offer, my answer is, well, what kind of offer would you like to see? I hate making offers because if I make you one, it's going to be really low. So why don't you tell me what you really need, and we'll take it from there. And the operative word is really need, not really want, but what do you really need?
Okay. I'm looking at another one, a $2 million building with gross 417, and yeah. So I'll discuss with him, and it's in Illinois. Do I need to be careful about the areas in there?
Because it's in Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do business in Illinois.
Yeah, Chicago.
We don't do business.
No, it's in Chicago.
We like those people from Illinois. They're weird. We don't like them. Is it in Chicago?
I think it's around Chicago, yeah.
Look at the crime rates because Chicago has one of the higher crime rates in the area. People are killing each other there. So
Okay.
I suggest you look at the crime rates for sure.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I'll do some work on it. Yes. Thank you.
Anything else?
That's all. No, I think I'm okay for now, yeah. Thank you so much.
Right. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, by the way, Kim, Kim is closing on a 17 unit building tomorrow. 17 units for $3,000, 17 units. Yes, it needs a lot of work,
Yay.
but that should close tomorrow. So well done on your second deal.
Thank you.
Well done. Kim is on fire. All right. That was that. Yang. Mr. Yang. How are you, my friend? Yang. I feel like Chewbacca. Yang. I can't do it. Oh, Yang. Come on, Yang. You can do it. Unmute yourself. Yang. All right. Well, no questions for Yang then. Okay. Vicky. My boy, Vicky. All right, buddy. You're next. What's going on? Vicky. Unmute yourself. You have to hit the unmute if you're on your phone. There you go.
Oh,
Hey, bud.
can you hear me?
I sure can.
How are you?
I'm amazing.
Nice. I have a quick question. So I found I'm forgetting like how many units it was because I didn't like really. This is the first email that I sent. I think it was like a 30 or 40 unit. They're asking for like $3 million, 3.3 or something like that. It's right now irrelevant because like I don't even know what's going to happen, right?
Mhm.
But my question is, like around it on Trulia, it's pretty much green all over the place. But like right next to the building, there's like one or two spots that are like orange, and there's like one spot that's like red, but it's like very close to the building. I mean, is it just because there's a recent crime there, a couple crimes there, or
Well, is it
would we consider it?
like, is it a shooting? Is it a burglary? Did someone steal? Like, what kind of crime?
There were like 3 or 4 crimes, or like shootings and shootings and gunfire, yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't like to pass.
Around it is all green except that area. That's the thing. That's the problem.
There's been a. It just depends. Is it a, if someone is murdered in your neighborhood, then there's crime spike. But does it mean that it's not a safe neighborhood to live in because one person was murdered in a crime of passion? Like, it's a terrible thing to happen, but does it make the whole neighborhood go bad? Right. So if someone gets robbed, if there's a crime ring that comes in and just robs every house over the holidays, it's never happened in 10 years, but suddenly someone cases the place or the neighborhood and starts stealing everything, does it mean the neighborhood's in a bad place to live? There's isolated cases all the time. So it's really a matter of going through those isolated cases and checking it out. So I'm not going to discount it for an isolated case. If the whole area is like super red, then I would stay away from it. But if it's just an isolated case,
No, it's no.
I'd still.
It's like a red and
Yeah, it's a good
a few
question.
red and orange dots in the middle of a green.
Yeah,
All green.
I'd be firm about being flexible on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any luck with the stuff that I have going on? I know you're catching up. I know you're.
I'm so behind, man. If you've sent me emails on what you need, then I will get to it. I promise. It'll get done by the time I go to bed tonight, which will be around 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay, cool. The emails have already been sent. I'll wait for it tonight. If not, then whatever. I'm flying to.
Anyone who sent me an email in the last couple 3 days. When I travel, I get really behind on my emails because I can't do everything at the same time. I am still a human being. I wish I was a robot, but I'm not. And
You're not?
I'm not. No, I'm not. And I'm not perfect. I wish I was, but I'm not.
All right.
And
That's cool. I'm coming to Orlando tomorrow for Success Reflex. Super excited.
Yes. Well, I look forward to seeing you, man. I'll see you at Success Reflex.
All right. Ciao.
Bye, buddy. See ya. All right. Success Reflex this weekend. Pretty excited. can I explain paragraph 7 of the survey? We want the seller to give a survey so we know exactly what we're buying and within the confines of, if you take a look at my square here on my video, if you think you're buying this square, but really you're buying this square, a survey will tell you how big this square is, because real estate is basically squares or rectangles, but it basically says here is the definition of the building. It's sometimes happened where we think the asset is this big, but it's really this big. We think the asset is this big, but it's really this big. So by having a survey, we actually know how big the property is. Does that make sense, Mr. Malik? I hope so. All right, Rob, good to see you as well. I forgive you for being late. Debbie! Man, I'm excited to hear your voice. And Norm! How you guys doing?
Hey, there we go. It's both of us.
Yay!
Okay. Well, go ahead there, sweetie.
Yeah, the 14-unit Lebanon,
Yes.
Indiana.
Yes.
Yeah, we're working with Pete on the lending. We got a lender for 260 of the 270 required.
Here you go.
That's good.
I know. Cool.
So do we just work with Pete and whatever he asks for, we just keep on moving? Do we need to?
No, I think what you should do is not give him what he needs.
Come on.
I don't even understand why you would say something like that. Of course, just give the guy and just keep moving.
Yeah.
And
okay, is there anything else? Is there anything else above and beyond what he needs that we need to look at? Like,
did you
get an inspector in there?
Did you send him cookies? Did you?
Yeah.
We like him.
Yeah.
I told you. Sometimes,
So what about?
listen, sometimes he gets you what you need, and sometimes he doesn't get you what you need. But it's not him; it's the lenders. They choose
Yeah.
to lend, and if they like the deal, they'll lend more than what they're supposed to. And I've had a couple people, we're $300,000-$400,000 short, and the deal's falling apart because we don't have enough cash. It just depends on the deal.
Okay.
Yeah, we're seeing that now.
Yeah.
What about a site survey? Is that a must?
No.
Well, it's not a must, and if the lender doesn't require it, you're going to be okay. If the lender
Okay, good.
requires
Okay,
it, then
not
you're
getting
gonna- basically the lender's going to say, "Here's what we need," and you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're working on the leases of the current tenants at the moment, and once we have those, we should be rocking.
Whatever he needs.
Yeah. Okay. And
Okay, that's
we're ordering the appraisal today.
There you go. See,
Okay.
everything's
All right.
fine, and you'll probably be short just a couple
Okay.
bucks, and it's a lot. And there we go. Congrats.
Yeah. We're getting there. Thank you.
Cross our fingers.
Wait. What's going on with the your mobile home park with the lawsuit pending and all that stuff? What's going on there?
We're just gonna send. They want us to send the contract in. So
Okay.
we just need to. It's still a go.
Have you sent the contract in?
We're still working on it.
Like, what are you working on? What exactly is missing? Because I thought we were working on it almost a month ago. What's changed?
Oh, what happened to that one?
Are you just not doing it?
No.
I see you.
Are you
I want a camera on us.
Are you just leaving it on your desk, getting ready?
I like
to get ready.
you.
Is that
Oh,
what you're doing right now? Because it kind of feels like that.
When we were talking with Land Trust on
Oh,
when we were talking to Land Trust with
I like this video thing.
with Jim Walker. Jim Walker wanted to have a look at the contract,
Okay.
and yeah, he just said be careful, and I know I don't want to. What do you think about that? Just gotta move on.
You have an inspection period. You have a whole bunch of time to be able to get out of it. So
Yeah.
I would just do it, go through the inspection process, see what we discover, and then move forward from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Because while you're waiting around, guess what? One of my other students is going to send him a letter. I'm going to be working with them, and I'm saying, well, shit, there's no contract. Let's go. And you'll be like, well, we lost that deal because we just waited too long.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Don't
Because
do that.
we can sign, we're okay to sign this, and if we want to add some clauses later on, we can. You just got to initial new clauses, right?
Well, if you find something, you can say, we need to back out or do these new clauses. That's it. And they go, okay,
Yeah, okay.
let's back out.
I like that.
Clauses. You're in control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
We
that.
understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be sent tomorrow.
We're
From,
gonna
Oh, tonight? No, not tomorrow. Like in the next.
right now.
I think we should do it. Why don't you just do it next week? Let's just get around.
I like seeing you. I like seeing you. That's a great way to do it. Okay, we'll get it going. Thank you.
We'll get in touch.
Think about it.
Okay,
Ask my psychic exactly when I should be doing it, because I think that's really important.
Okay, we got ya. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Okay.
All right. They got that at Success Reflex, by the way. So for those of you that have not attended Success Reflex yet, that's basically a slam dunker deal. It's a 17 or 18 cap. Pretty good stuff. Karen, all the way from Australia. Karen, how you doing?
Hi, Michael. Good,
Hello.
thanks. Hello. A few things to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, one is yeah, one contract they're asking for earnest money, 500 earnest money. How do I overcome that?
Say that one more time.
Someone is asking for earnest money,
Yes?
$500 with the contract. How do I overcome that, or is that something we can do?
Well, you can overcome it, or you can either say, hey, I'm not going to give you earnest money until I've inspected the property, so you could do earnest money after inspection. Or what I generally do is put a refundable, there will be a fully refundable deposit of X amount of dollars due before closing. Or you could do fully refund, or the seller's already received $100 to consummate the deal, which is what's already written in the one-page purchase and sale agreement that you have. Or you could just give the $500 and make sure that in your additional terms and conditions, that's on the bottom of the one-page agreement, that it is fully refundable at any time. But you still give the $500.
Okay, so so just change the 100 to 500 and say it's fully refundable after inspection.
Just put fully refundable if the inspection doesn't pass. Correct.
Okay. And one more is, sorry, just let me find it. Oh yes, the one contract that you're helping me with yesterday, so they want a quicker closing, a 1 week, and they specified a specific title office. Can we?
Well, you can close in a week, but then the problem is that you're not really inspecting the property. You're seeing it sight unseen. Is there a tenant in the property?
Yep.
There is?
Yes, it's tenanted.
Are they paying rent?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
You're saying yes, but how do you know they're paying rent? Do you think I've ever bought property? The owner has said, yes, everyone pays. Everything's perfect. No, everyone pays on time. I've never had an eviction in my whole life. I'm an angel. I never lie. And then you get to the property, and the property's literally falling apart. There's holes everywhere. No one's paid rent for a year, and you're stuck with a lemon. How do we do that? So what we basically need to say is, what's the amount? How much are we buying this for?
This one for 40K.
What's the value?
It's 139.
Okay. Are there comps at 139?
Yes. Okay. Around the area.
How much work does it need?
They say not much. They say no repair. It's pretty solid is what I was given.
Okay. I would definitely say that we can close 1 week after inspection, but you're going to need at least 7 days for inspection. And then I would send somebody over. It's in Ohio, right? In Cleveland?
Yep.
Yeah. I can give you a property managers, two or three property managers to call to see if they're willing to manage the property for you and go see the property and see if it's in good shape. And they'll tell you right away if it's worth buying or not. Right away.
Yep. And you need to use their title office.
Doesn't matter if they use the title office. That's irrelevant. as long as it's a real title office. If their title office is, Mel's Diner, then you have a problem. But if it's a real title office, then it's okay.
Sure. So if in future, if anyone asks for a quicker closing than what I put on contract, so I can always say like 7 days after inspection.
I say 7 days. It's a cash deal, so anytime after inspection. But we're definitely inspecting the property. I'll put it under. We'll get an agreement together.
Okay.
I'll send someone right away the next couple of days to have my property manager take a look at it. If it checks out, I'll buy it. If you have the money. If you're trying to wholesale it, then give yourself as much time as possible. Because if you're trying to wholesale it, you're not going to wholesale it in one day, unless you already have a buyer for it. Like if I know that Carmelita is looking for a property and she has $40,000 cash burning a hole in her pocket, and I buy this right now for $20,000, then I can sell it to her for $40,000. She's happy. She has a $40,000 property. I got it for $20,000, and I make $20,000, on the closing because she already loves the property. Then I know I have a deal in hand.
Yep. Okay.
But if you have the
All right,
money to
thanks,
buy
Marco.
to make the money, then that's what you do. Anything else?
No, that's all for now. Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. Keep up the good fight. You're doing well. Proud of you. Don't give up. Many people give up in this business, and that's the kiss of death. I know so many people that have gone through the program just giving up when they're almost there. You can drown literally a foot away from the shore if you don't keep swimming. So you just got to keep going. And sometimes it's hard. It's not easy. Sometimes you get stuck. You can't find a deal. And if you can't find a deal, it's you're not marketing properly. Sometimes you're finding deals, but they're not going anywhere. That's because you're not saying the same thing. There's a problem. The right thing, I should say. You're making the same mistake over again, allowing you not to get deals. Why are there some people that have deal after deal after deal after deal? They don't have a magic power. They're fishing in the same pond as you. They're going pretty much after the same people. They just have a higher skill level than you because they're working in the right direction. I know a lot of people that were without help for a year, couldn't get a deal to save their lives. And now, with just a little bit of instruction, are just finding deals all over the place. So that's the point, is just apply the right knowledge at the right time and you'll do quite well. All right, who's next? Joe, do you have a question, or are you just careful about Illinois? I don't know if there's a question in there. How do I build seller credits into a residential contract? Same thing. Just put Rob, just email me, and I'll go over a contract with you. So if there's a contract that you want to put together, man, I'll help you. Anything you need. We're due for a call anyway. I haven't talked to you in forever. So don't be afraid. Don't be a stranger, man. Don't feel like you're not talking to me. Are you mad at me or something? Don't be my ex-girlfriend. Don't be mad at me. Yang. Let's try this again. Oh, he didn't ask a question, just said hi. Reggie! How long do we do refinance when we want to refinance? We want to buy it with the longest. So the question is how long do we wait to refinance? Or how long do we have a contract for before we refinance? So if I know I can get refinanced in 6 months, do I put 6 months or do I put 5 years? I'm always going to put 5 years, and if I can refinance myself in 6 months, I'll do that. If I can refinance tomorrow, I'll do that. The key is to get as much time as possible to not paint yourself into a corner. So whenever you're actually in the refinance phase, you're not having this gap. I have a problem right now with one of my properties where the mortgage is due, and I'm supposed to be refinancing it. We're still not time, so I'm in a problem because my mortgage is due. I'm supposed to refinance. They're taking their time. I have a huge package that I'm refinancing, and I have people that are waiting, saying, "Hey, dude, you promised me something. It's not coming. What's up, Marco? You're an asshole." And I'm like, "Well, I'm waiting for this refinance to happen, and I've got these big gaps." And sometimes it goes exactly as planned, and sadly, sometimes it doesn't. And you're stuck in the middle of that, making sometimes promises to people that you can't keep, which is terrible. But you do your best with what you got, and that's that. So hopefully that answers your question. All right. Hello, Maryse. I talked to you about you this just at the beginning of the call. I'm halfway through the contract. I'm almost there. I know you need it. I'm still working on it. I have a whole bunch. My strength is not going through contracts that other attorneys have prepared. I have my own contracts for a reason, so I don't have to figure out other people's contracts. And when you get a 46-page contract, and my ADHD and the things that I need to work on, sometimes it takes me a lot longer than I should. All right. Mr. David, red. Mr. Redding, Mr. David, reading. David.
Unmuted. Hey, Marco, how you doing?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. You have a good one?
I had a very quiet New Year with my parents.
Oh, with your parents. What, up here in Quebec?
Up in Quebec, yeah.
Oh, nice. So it was cold?
It was in minus 31 day. It was no big deal. I can handle it.
Nice for you.
Well, it was pretty cold here in Florida the other day. It was like 38 degrees, which is like +3 or +4.
Yeah. We're at about +4 or 5.
It was +3 for 4 for 3 days. It was terrible. Terrible.
You had to put some pants on, did you?
It was terrible. Anyway, there's some feedback or something going on your side. All right, so what you got?
Let me just check this feedback. What the hell's going on here? Talking about mobile homes. Do you know how many mobile homes you can put on per acre?
It changes depending on the zoning.
Okay.
I've seen probably 10 mobile homes on an acre. And
Okay.
I've seen 2 mobile homes an acre, and I've seen 1 mobile home an acre, and I've seen 1 mobile home per 2 acres. I've seen one house per 5 acres. There's a community that's just north of here where one house has to have 5 acres of land.
Wow. Well, it's a nice community.
If you have a mobile home on an acre of land, on 5 acres of land, that's a very large mobile home park. You're not going to make it. So it depends.
Looking at one that needs complete rehab. Basically, the investor is saying all mobile homes are in bad condition from the 70s.
Yep.
So they either need to be replaced or rehabbed.
Okay.
There's 10 units.
Okay.
Park holds 10 units, 7 mobile homes, 1 frame house, 1 RV, 1 brick single-family house. So I guess 2 houses. By the pictures, it does look pretty rough.
Okay.
Each lot is individually metered electric.
And
there's 10 units. So.
And what about water? What about water or gas?
City water, city gas, sewer.
Okay, so you're not responsible for any utilities whatsoever.
It doesn't say anything about gas, so it says city water, city sewer.
Okay.
So I guess if it's electrical, they're going to be electric heated.
Okay.
And its price looks right, 85.
And how much work needs to be done per unit? Let's call it so 85. And then you have to put in, let's call it another 100 grand, max.
Yeah, probably. I'm thinking. Well, what are you figuring, about 10 per unit?
Well, 10 per unit's a lot. If you don't know what the hell, if you don't have a crew, or we're getting ours done for about 5K if they're in really bad shape, 3K if they're in okay shape, 1,500 to 2,000.
Okay.
But we have crews. That's all they're doing. So you're going to have to, let's just double those costs just for shits and giggles. So let's say 8,000 a unit. All right.
Okay.
And you have 7 units that you need to rehab, or all of them need to be rehabbed?
Well, I figure there's 7 units, mobile homes, and there's a frame house, a brick single family house.
All right, let's just call it 100K, because your mobile homes are going to be cheaper to renovate than the houses are. Right? So 100K plus 85, so we're at 185, and what do you get per unit per lot?
I'm thinking. I mean, if you're renting those out,
you're thinking, or you're not?
Both.
I don't want you to be thinking.
I don't know.
No thinking involved. It's all numbers.
I'm thinking this area is probably 500.
Is it remote in the middle of nowhere?
It's
Tell me how far the closest Walmart is.
I don't know where the closest Walmart is, but there's a nice recreational attraction within about a mile from it. Haven't done a lot of research on it. Ponce de Leon,
Okay.
Florida. Ponce de Leon, Florida.
Ponce de Leon. All right.
Ponce de Leon.
So let's say you get $500. That's 5,000 times 12.6. Looking at 36,000 a year. You've put in 100 and let's say you put in 200,000 all in.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. 36. All right. 36,000 in revenue divided by 200,000. It's not going to be the greatest cap rate. Yeah, it's 18. If you're putting in that much work, you need to get a better cap rate than that. So you need to be under 85 for sure.
Okay. So you're figuring about 8 to 10 per unit.
8 to 10 per unit.
And on 3.5 acres, 3.6 acres, you think 10 is low?
I don't know. You have to find out. Maybe you can put in triple the occupancy. Maybe it's too many. Maybe it's not even zoned for mobile home park. Maybe they've just left it there. It's not even supposed to be a mobile home park, but it looks like a mobile home park. It smells like a mobile home park. The community doesn't even know it's there. Right?
Yeah.
That's all
another
about due diligence.
Yeah.
Are they starting at 85?
That's what it's, yeah.
All right, then I'd go start at 49 and see what happens. Just get the best deal you can, tie it up, and then do due diligence.
Okay.
By trying by having over analysis through paralysis, you're never you'll still be thinking about it. And a year from now, you'll be like, I wonder if I should have done this deal. And it's like we've already closed 6 deals by then because we're just pouncing on everything that we see.
Mm-hmm. Now, I did ask you in that email, I did look at one before. The guy was saying it was not a mobile home park, but selling it as a mobile home community. Now, does that have to be registered with the county, city?
The same thing.
State?
It's just a fancier word for park.
Okay.
All right?
All righty.
Hang on. I want to tell you something. This is not a vase. This is a vase.
Okay.
David, this is not a vase. I mean, a vase.
No, what I was...
You understand the difference?
My question originally was, if he's saying it's not a mobile home park, does that mean it's not registered with the state or the community or the city or township or whatever?
Ask him.
And they have to be registered, do they not?
It depends.
Oh.
They're zoned or they're not zoned. If they're zoned a certain way, then they're zoned that way. They don't have to be registered as a mobile home park.
Oh, okay. So it's zoning, okay.
It's zoning. So Why don't you ask him what's the difference between a mobile home park and a community, and I'd be fascinated to hear what his answer is.
All right. I'll bounce that off them.
Yep.
Okay, good, Marco. Nice talking to you. Nice seeing you.
As well. Keep up the good work and market your ass off. Most of you don't have enough volume of deals that you're playing with. You're lazy. You're not marketing enough. Unacceptable. Jan, you're up next. Jan.
Hi, Marco. You good? You can keep awake. Okay, let's talk about the 7 units I talked to you this afternoon.
Yes.
And then he replied to me. He said, when I said 103K, he said it's less than what he paid for. And I asked him, how much do you really need? He said 120K.
Okay.
So, and also I look at the area, one day they have 7 or 8 crimes, either burglary, auto theft, and a missing person, sex offender, and on January 9th, they had one multiple shooting. So you think that area?
I think you should give him whatever
there were really a lot of activity. Like
my answer to him is, well, I guess you paid too much.
So what should we do though?
I paid $12 million for this 3 years ago. Would you like to buy it for $13 million because I bought it for $12 million? Does it have $13 million in value to use, Stella?
No.
You see my point?
Yeah.
Just because I paid,
Can't just take whatever.
just because I overpaid doesn't mean you should overpay.
Okay.
So my answer to him is, I'm very sorry that you paid too much for your property. We're not paying more than $103,000. If that doesn't work, good luck to you, but if anything changes, we'll be right here with $103,000 in cash waiting to give it to you. Unless we find something else, in which case we might not be able to pay you as much.
And we don't direct him to because he owns the mortgage, we don't direct him over there.
He owns the mortgage. I don't care what he owes right now. I need to get to the right price. Don't buy on mortgage and financing, buy on price, then do. So first focus on price, then focus on terms. Some of you are going straight to terms without working on price, and it's killing you because you're not negotiating the right way. First,
that's me.
Price, then terms. Don't do it ass backwards.
I'm so afraid with the price first.
Why are you afraid? When you have a store, right?
Yeah.
You buy for the highest price or the lowest price?
Of course, it's the lowest.
So why is this different? We're a store. We have to buy our product for less. That's the point. And we're selling it to the public for more. That's the point. We're in business. You have to buy cheaper than you sell it for. That's it. That's that simple. If it's no different. If they want to sell to you for a high price, you don't go to another store that sells your products to buy your products from. You buy it from the wholesaler. You buy below wholesale. Right?
Yep. But another thing I got confused with of the price we negotiate build gap, because the base is 7 units, it's commercial. So based on the NOI, the growth is 3,000. So I said NOI will be 21K, right?
Yeah.
So that means is it 21K?
Let's call it 20. Doesn't matter. But even if it's 20,000. We want to buy it for 100. Uh-huh. 20 cap because it's a high crime area or higher area. Then you'll be able to sell it to somebody else for 110 that likes that area, and you make 10 grand if you don't want to buy it yourself.
Okay, I got
it. For the best price you can. I would have started under 100 because of the crime. Okay. The crime is. I would even say the crime here is terrible. I'm not buying it for 120. It's never going to happen. I'm sorry you paid too much. The crime is not good. Maybe it was a really nice area when you bought it, but it went down. You should stop shooting people and stealing from people, and then your crime would be better. Ha ha ha. It's a joke. Obviously, it's not his problem. But what I'm saying is, don't make their problem your problem. If they say, well, I paid this much, just say, well, I'm sorry you overpaid. That's it.
Okay. One more question. I did one of the LOI for Jonathan's one of the deal. The other one's owner financing the LOI, is that the same or similar? I don't have the example for the owner financing.
Okay, the NOI that I'm looking at one right now.
Okay.
Which one is this one that I'm looking at right now?
This one is the one we want to take over the debt for 500K.
If you're taking over debt, why does it say cash at closing?
I know, that's right. I just use whatever I have the LOI.
So what are we doing? So
I just say earnest.
The price is 520. Okay, so the price is.
We took over the debt.
We're taking over first mortgage. 500K. Uh-huh. First mortgage of or around.
I can't even see. Okay.
Is it better? Stella, can you see now?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, of or around 500K. And then we're putting 20K to seller. We pay 3% commission to broker, and then we pay all closing costs. Got it?
Yep.
But you should not be using this LOI. This is terrible. I'm going to give you a better one. This is not a commercial LOI.
Okay.
This is you're taking this from what Walter sent you. This is not so good.
No, this one is from a First Street one, I think.
No, this is not one of mine. This is terrible. I'm going to give
No.
you, but you just put, that's all you have to worry about. And then you have due diligence, which is 22 days of due diligence. And then closing.
22 days.
Yep. With closing within, you're taking over the mortgage, so it's within 22 days. That's it of DD. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sending.
How about the other one, sir?
I'm sending you this right now.
Sorry.
And I'm sending this to you in your chat box. And the other one?
Thank you. There's another one. The owner wanted to do the owner finance.
Yeah.
Pay down. And 200K.
Yes, same thing. 50K.
With 25. Right.
50K down, and owner holds a balance of 200. That's it.
And do we still say 5 years loan?
Yeah. So 50K down, owner holds 200K for 5 years.
That's it. So after 5 years, what we do? We're going to go for the bank?
Between now and 5 years, we refinance, correct?
Okay. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Good to see you back in the saddle. Maryse.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
SOS.
Here we are. Yeah, nothing is working out now. So I need to get the money, and I need to get the papers, and I need everything, and nothing is rolling and rolling. And yes, I feel like that. Thanks for checking that. And so
it's not my strong suit. It takes a lot of brain power. I have to drink like 3 shots and then of good tequila, sit down and start reading the contract. So it's not easy. But anyway, what's your question?
Okay, because you said about that contract, and the question there is like, how about that? Because it's a very long contract, and why, as we say that we are the buyer with the money, so why shouldn't we send our contract with the same terms that we agreed on?
We should. We
Yeah.
should. Well, then why don't you do this? Why don't you prepare our contract and say that our lawyer doesn't like your contract, we're going to use our contract. And that's it. That would be so much better.
Okay.
Can
you send me a blank of?
Yes, I'll do that right now. I'll do that.
Yeah.
As soon as the call is done. You'll have that within. That's way.
Because they were. I sent you I followed that to you transferred to you the email that I got today, and they were asking, well, are we gonna forget about this and search with work other prospects? And I said no. I said, well, anyway, I'm keeping it warm for you.
I'm sending a generic. Hang on, I'm sending you a generic contract.
And maybe send the sentence you would say to them, just to.
Yeah, let me send this to you first. At Hotmail, Golden Age Mary, which one? I have 4 emails for you.
Well, anyone. Hotmail is
I'm sending it to Golden Age
useful.
Mary. Okay.
To the Golden Age, okay.
Yeah. Okay. You have the generic contract. So fill out as much as you can. Okay. Fill out as much as you can, and I'll fix it, and I'll give you the exact language to use.
Okay. Okay. And how about our everything? Well, I wrote a list of things that we have to solve in my file, please.
Okay.
So, yeah, you gotta come back to me because
You have a whole list
It
of
needs to
things
be.
that are in your file? What do you mean?
Yeah, well, it's written. I wrote you a couple of emails, and I can do a recap on that. And like
Um,
I can.
I'm about 85 emails behind. So, and I have you, and you're on the top of the list. You're definitely the top 5. So, if I
Yeah,
haven't
and
responded,
like income tax is coming, tax return is coming, and I need that what we agreed on last summer for the mobile home and
yeah,
castle
okay.
for the deposit I made there.
You need what do you?
So, and I need to talk to you on the phone, on
Okay, that's
private
fine.
on the phone for that.
Sybil, I will. I can. Are you busy tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.?
No, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay, so
I'm not busy for you.
let's do 9:30 because I have an 8:45. So let's do 9:30. 9:30 tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. We'll get it
Okay.
solved. Cool. Thanks. Good
Okay.
job. Dawson. Ooh, long question. So Dawson. I haven't talked to Dawson in forever. Dawson, how you doing?
Hi,
How are
Michael.
you?
Marco, sorry. I'm good. I'm just now in Pensacola and
Oh,
mobile
good.
home park.
Cool.
Yeah. So just want to oversee things like there's multiple projects going on the rehab.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's just one project on the workshop if you remember that the one at the
Yes.
corner. So we need to rehab that. So we have run into a problem. The contractor and they got material fee. We pay them, and then they just sort of ran away. And so now we just found out he's not only we are not only a victim, and he scammed people like that, and he's now known to the law, and he's in probation. So we talked to the other victim, and then they somehow feel that even we bring him to the court, and he might not have the money to pay us back. So just don't know what to do from now on, from this point on.
How much of a loss is it?
It's 5,000.
Wow.
5,500. 5,500.
So we give you it's $5,000 of material that he stole?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you able, and so your whole project is stopped now because of it?
No, actually, there's a long story, but the project was started actually halfway, and so this we're supposed to pull, and then we found out we're supposed to pull a permit because it's a building. It's a
Hello?
permit. So and then the project was on hold.
Okay.
So and then we just try to push this contractor to go for the permit, and he just dragged on and on and on and on. So never got it done for a month. And then we just got the other, it's on hold now, and some other contractors are taking over, but still, because some of the contractors they have pulled the permit already. So, but then the original one who steal the money and still running away.
Right.
Still out.
Well,
We want to catch him.
right. Well, I think. Listen, you can do. I think you should do whatever you can to recuperate whatever losses that you have. But
Yeah.
If the guy's broke or squandered your money or turned to drugs and alcohol, he spent that money. He's not holding it. He's probably spent it.
That's right.
And it's gonna be very hard for him to get back. And I don't know if you want to hang on to that, and if that's serving you or not, to hang on to. Oh, it's 5,000 that I've lost. And the guy's totally disappeared. You'll probably never get it back. You'll probably make more money focusing on turning the park around than you would on focusing on going after him for losses.
Right.
How long are you there for? Because I'm driving up to Birmingham on Monday. I'm going to take 140 units, so I could stop by. Are you still there Monday?
Yeah, wonderful. I will be here for 2 or 3 weeks, so I just want to make sure the contract is going smoothly. So I'm just being here. Are you
overseeing everything?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Orlando?
Yeah, yeah,
If you,
yeah, I could.
are
If you
you
have the
with,
time,
are
yeah.
you with Shirley, or are you just alone?
I'm just alone. I'm alone.
If you want to come,
Shirley just
I'll
ready.
invite you to Success Reflex if you want. It's this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh,
Open door if you would like to come.
oh,
On the,
oh, that would be wonderful.
yeah, it's on the house.
Wonderful. Yeah. Oh, wow, 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 wow. What a surprise to me.
Yes.
Excellent.
Because we can go over your
So
project
I would love to come over. Yeah.
and then I can, if you want to drive, you'll obviously be driving. But if you fly, I can drive. I can drive you back because I'll be driving to Birmingham. I can drive you back to the park on Monday. But I don't know. It's up to you.
I can't. Your voice cut because I'm at Starbucks because
Yeah,
my
it's
park
okay.
doesn't have internet.
Just send me a
Yeah.
WhatsApp. Send me a WhatsApp and we'll coordinate it. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, thank you, Michael.
Thank you. All right. Thanks, Dawson. I hope to see you this weekend.
Okay.
You'll get a lot out of it. Especially we have Dawson and I have 2 projects together, so I'll do that for him. If it says as lot is owned for 10 mobile homes, that would be a mobile home park. How much fee should you give a wholesale or bird dog? Whatever's fair, whatever gives value. Barbara just got $100,000 for flipping a property. There was a lot of value there. The people that bought got a multi-million-dollar, like millions of dollars in equity, and she got 100K. So it was good for her and good for the buyers. So Chris has a question. Chris, we're running out of time. This will be our last question, sadly. Sorry, guys. You have to, if you want to ask questions, you have to do it really early in the call because this call does get filled up. Nope, that would be Cyril. I'm having some mental blockages. Where's Chris? Chris is no longer on the call. Chris Leach. Chris is no longer on the call. Interesting. Chris, are you on the call? Nope, he is not. All right, so now we do have time for one more, which is Julia. Now it's the real Julia. All right, hope you're well, Julia. 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 Going once. Julia. Going twice. All right, Julia does not want to talk to me. What's the best way to improve a mobile home park? The owner's distress tenancy rate is low, like 20%. Well, you basically have to kick ass in management. It's not one answer. It's actually a whole 3-day training on how to turn around mobile home parks. So there's an art to doing that. I'm in the process of doing that right now with Rohit. Rohit bought a really great park, but it needs a little bit of love. So we have to get that turned around. So there you go. There's our call for today. Hopefully you learned something. I'm trying to use the video cam to make things better. Hopefully this makes it a little bit more interactive and a little bit more fun for you guys to watch. And since there's no real video, nothing I can really show you on screen. But yeah, that's it. So I'm looking forward to seeing your success. Looking forward to seeing your results. Thank you for being on the call today, and I will see you same place, same time next week. And make sure you're on early, ask questions early so I can get to yours so we don't run out of time. So guys, thanks very much. God bless, and we'll see you very, very soon. Take care, guys. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye.